Welcome back to another video. In this video, we want to talk about how proper blood flow can improve your nutrient delivery to your muscles. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. So as always, we want to go ahead and understand the baseline of what we're talking about, and then we'll go ahead and build out from there. So blood flow, as we know that you've been hearing probably in the other videos, is how do we maximize the blood that's in your body right now to the different areas of the body that need it for recovery, for healing, for whatever the situation might be. But then we need to make sure we understand what breath work is, right? So I have a ton of videos that you can watch on breath work that allows you to understand how do we use the apparatus of our lungs, get the oxygen from the environment, and go ahead and transfuse that into our blood system. Then eventually we talk about blood flow. Blood flow really consists of your physical musculoskeletal, neuromusculoskeletal system, right? Think of your nerves that are going through your muscles. Think about the muscles itself. Think about the fascia and the bones, obviously, right? The bones is the structural elements that's allowing you to go ahead and move in this physical world. So understanding that, let's talk about blood, right? Blood is that red substance, right? It's not gooey or anything. It's just like regular liquid blood. Sometimes it's a little coagulated where it's a little thick. But normally, if you were to get a cut right now and if you were bleeding, it would just be like water, red water, right? Because it's red, the hemoglobin within the red blood cell allows it to get the oxygen from the environment, latches onto the hemoglobin molecule, and then when it's inside your system and the blood is going all over the place, the red blood cells can then go ahead and transport that oxygen to the cells that need it, right? We do things called aerobic respiration and we do something called anaerobic respiration. Aerobic is with oxygen, anaerobic is without oxygen. Think of sugars, fats, and everything that we break down to make the energy that we need. Now, that's gonna tie in, right? Nutrient delivery to the muscles. So we just talked about what blood is, and blood needs to travel to the different areas. The big situation, and specifically what we talk about in Core M3, when you think about blood flow, we want to think about the joints, the major junctions in our body that can restrict, constrict, prevent blood from actually going where it needs to go. I'll give you a perfect example. Look at my hand right now. My hand is semi-pink, but if I were to squeeze my hand right now, what you'll notice is that it's going to be actually pale. When I let go, the pink comes back. So what I'm doing is when I constrict my fingers, all the muscles are constricted, so the blood's not going there. But when I release it, all the blood now is coming right back. And so this is the major concept. You have major areas of your body, which I like to say like the 10 major areas. Think of your hands, think of your wrist, think of your elbows, think of your shoulders, think of your head and neck, think of your spine. The spine is pretty long, if you can imagine, right? Like we go into so many different planes of motion through our spine. And then think of our hips, think of our knees, think of our ankles, think of our toes, and the tippity tip of the toe is also there as well. So the oxygen delivery and the nutrient delivery is happening all the time. But if there are restrictions, then you're not going to get proper optimal flow to those areas. So this is what we want to talk about for the rest of the video, is how do we maximize the nutrient delivery to the muscles. So the way to do that is obviously you have to think about first, when you come to the gym or wherever you are working out, think about exactly what areas of the body feels a little restricted, right? And the best way is like if you were to just go ahead and do some, finger clasps, or if you move your wrists around, if you do some elbow joint motions, if you do some shoulder joint motions, you'll quickly realize that, oh, I feel a little tight here, or I feel a little tight there. Tightness usually means either the fascia is very tight or the muscles constricted into a ball. Like for example, I have a very tight knot on my shoulder area. I work it out every single day, but I'm still figuring out, is it my muscle that's tight? Is it the fascia that's tight? Is it a combination of what's tight? And is it because it's not getting enough oxygen or blood flow or nutrient delivery that's causing it to feel that pain sensation through my nerves, right? So there's many variables to it, but the rule of thumb is if you were to work out your fingers, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, your spine, all this good stuff, you're gonna get proper flow, right? So like if you were to see me do a squat right now, you'll hear a lot of cracks in my ankles and my knees because, again, the way it's been remodeling itself over time, because I've been in a pathological state of sitting or walking, what I'm doing, it's remodeling the bones and the fascia and the muscles to sort of accommodate that. But when I did that squat and you heard all those pops, it's realigning it to the way it needs to be, right? So when it does do that, it just means that I have to keep doing it over and over and over, so it'll remodel to that version that I need for optimal blood flow. And when that happens, right, it's like second, third, fourth degree order effects. then that means that now I'm gonna have proper delivery of what? The blood. When the blood is going, then I know for a fact that area is going to be pink, that area is going to get the oxygen, that area is going to get the nutrient. And so all the muscles that are there, they're going to be swimming in oxygen, swimming in blood, swimming in all the nutrients. So you'll allow, if you were to work out, like right now I'm in the gym, right? If I were to work out right now and I have proper blood flow, I'll be able to take all the waste products from those muscles. Think of lactic acid, think of all the byproducts of actually ripping muscle. They'll all come out, and then I'll also be able to get the protein, the nutrients that I need for that muscle to recover, right? So I'm in the process of progressive overload, meaning I want to build muscle. The way you build muscle, you got to break muscle and then you build muscle. So when you do proper breath work, then you do proper blood flow, you're just optimizing yourself to be able to recover much faster, come back in the gym next day or the following day and be able to do the same exact weight or even a little bit more because you got a little bit stronger. So that's really the gist of understanding how you can leverage your blood flow to maximize nutrient delivery to your muscles. So if you found value in this video, of course, give me a like, letting me know you like the video. I love to see the subscriber count go up. It lets me know you're getting value, and other people can also get value because then they will see it as well on their feeds. Other than that, I wish you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.